While Cisco's numbers were strong, as John just mentioned, it's been a different story for some other stocks in the technology sector. After coming off a strong 2014, hopes were high for the group heading into this year, but it hasn't worked out that way. Morgan Brennan explains why.
Tech was on top of the world last year, but in 2015, so far, the sector's been one of the worst performers. Why? Well, profit-taking, disappointing earnings guidance, and slowing global growth are all taking a toll on tech. Analysts are also keeping a close eye on currency, since an estimated 60% of the sector's revenues come from abroad.
It's going to impact a whole universe of companies that are based here in the U.S. So it will have an impact. I think the internet names in general are big enough to power through it, but it's certainly going to slow growth and hamper the international operations for a lot of these companies.
That's already playing out among the largest. Intel and Microsoft, two stocks that outperformed the market last year, have each tumbled in 2015 after providing guidance below analysts' expectations. But there are exceptions, most notably Apple. The hardware giant is trading at an all-time high with a market capitalization above $720 billion, the largest ever for any U.S. company. Apple's recent earnings trounced expectations, and that's had ripple effects to its suppliers as well. Chip makers including NXP Semiconductors, Avago Technologies, and Texas Instruments have all gained on the heels of Apple's latest report. Another bright spot? Amazon. After tumbling in 2014, the e-commerce giant reported a fourth-quarter profit, sending shares 20% higher since the start of the year.
We're very bullish on Amazon. We continue to like Facebook. I think both of those companies are positioned very well. Google is another name that we like over the long term, although there are challenges in the core business slowing down.
Analysts also like cybersecurity stocks as both the federal government and businesses beef up their defense. Names like Fortinet, Akamai, and FireEye, which reported earnings this afternoon. But as 2015 unfolds, the broader sector will continue to be a focus, since tech drove the majority of gains for the S&P 500 each of the last 2 years. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Morgan Brennan.